Welcome to Pop-Up PD. This is part 2 of a 4-part video series on getting the most out of your Smart MX board equipped with the iCUE operating system. Thank you once again to Madison Johnston, Education Sales Consultant for Smart, for sharing her expertise with us.
Hi everyone, my name is Madison Johnston. I am the Education Sales Consultant for the CBE, and we're jumping into the second part of our 4-part series, Intro to your MX Panel. The previous video, we touched on the basics of turning on the board, the different settings that live within the board. What we're going to talk about today is actually signing in to your MX panel. If you remember in the last series, I chatted about how this panel has its own built-in Android operating system. At Smart, we call that Smart iCUE. One of the most powerful ways to use Smart iCUE is by signing into your panel. This is going to allow you to access things like your Google Drive, your OneDrive, Lumio lessons if you're currently a Lumio user. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I sign into my MX panel. In the top right corner, you will see an icon of a person. I'm going to tap on that. I will now be prompted at the bottom of my screen to sign in. So I'm going to press sign in, and it's now going to take me to this page here where I have the ability to choose whether I am signing in with Google or a Microsoft login. Now I know at the CBE you are Google users, so this is where you would tap on sign in with Google. You would put in your CBE email address. It will be taken to your CBE sign-in page. And just like that, you will be in the Smart iCUE with your specific login where your Google and Lumio files can follow you regardless of what room you're in, regardless of which panel you're working on that day. Fantastic. So now that I am signed into my panel, I have a prompt that came up here. I know it might be a little bit hard to see through the video, but what it is asking me is, as a Lumio subscriber, you can automatically synchronize your Lumio files to this panel. The first time you sign into your board, this is what is going to pop up. You're going to want to hit yes. Now, essentially what's happening is since you have logged into Lumio with your CBE credentials, and now you have logged into the Smartboard with those same credentials, now your board and Lumio are going to speak to each other. What that means is anything that I create in my Lumio account will now automatically save on the board, and anything that I do on the board is now going to save in my Lumio account. At the bottom of your screen, you have screen share, input, apps, and files. I'm going to tap on files. At the top here, if I press on this drop down, I'll be able to now access both my Google Drive as well as all of my Lumio files. You can see here, these are all of my Lumio files that I created on my computer in my Lumio account. They have now followed me to this panel, making it an extremely seamless workflow to be able to do lesson planning and content creation from anywhere. But when you come into the classroom, sign into the board, all of those files have now followed me without even having to connect my computer to this panel. Now, if I decide to open one of my Lumio files, it's going to automatically open in my Smartboard's built-in whiteboard. Fantastic. So that closes out our second video of our 4-part intro to your MX panel. What we talked about in this video was how you are able to sign into your Smartboard in order to have your Google Drive and your Lumio files follow you. In the next video, number 3 of the 4-part series, will be an intro to the built-in whiteboard.
Thank you for joining us for this pop-up PD. Please make sure to check out the other videos in this 4-part series on the SmartMX board with IQ, as well as a host of other short bite-sized PD videos on our CBE School Improvement YouTube channel.